Now, today is the opening day of the Kerry, the 17th Kerry Film Festival, opening in Killarney today. 5 days of short film, feature film and film industry events. The festival is opening and closing with world premieres of 2 Kerry feature films. Making It, produced by the National Digital Skills Centre at Kerry ETB, and Bracken Moore, produced by Carol Lake Films, who collaborated with a number of organisations on the making of that film. With me on the line to talk about this in more detail is Kerry Film Festival Artistic Director Maeve McGrath. Maeve, good morning to you.
Morning, Jerry. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Now, tell us a little bit of what's coming up over the next 5 days.
Well, we're starting in the next hour and a half. So we have our shorts programmes. That's really the key of the Kerry Film Festival, is our shorts programmes. We have 16 programmes of short film between now and Sunday, and we have an extra 3 short programmes that we're doing with exchanges. And this year we're introducing the Kendall Mountain Festival this year, and they have some fantastic short films that they've sent to us, all to do with activities and mountaineering and all sorts of extreme sports. So over the course of the 5 days we're going to be screening our shorts, but we'll also have feature films. And like you said there, we are opening with Making It, which is sold out tonight. And like you say, that was filmed in Tralee in Listowel actually, and it was made in association with the Kerry ETB. And in Making It itself was Eamon Norris and Fred O'Connor and Brian Nolan are the producers and directors on that. And when I saw it, I thought this is actually the best film to open the festival. It's funny, it's clever, it's really, really well made. And then I saw Bracken Moore as well, which is closing the festival. And I said, this is just a gem. We have 2 feature films here, made in Kerry, made in Killarney, made in Tralee and Listowel, and they're going to be part of the festival. And I think that's what Kerry Film Festival is all about.
Okay. How difficult or easy is it to make a film in Kerry these days?
Well, I tell you, there's amazing support. Kerry County Council itself are brilliant. They'll help people if they need, permits or advice on locations. And remember, the likes of Star Wars and everything have been filming out here. So there's great support on the ground, but there's also great support technically. The KTB is a wonderful resource that's there. There's some fantastic filmmakers here. We had James Pembroke opened our programme launch, with his fantastic documentary about Lyme disease. I'm meeting people all the time. We have actually 13 short films in our programme. We had to spread them over 2 programmes, there were so many, and they're going to screen on Sunday. And at the moment it looks like those tickets are going to be sold out as well. So there's no shortage of people making film. They're here on the ground, they're doing it, and they're making them extremely well as well.
You've also got the winner of the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance, Jim Cummins.
This is very special. Jim Cummins, if you want to go to the hallowed halls of short film, it's Sundance, and Jim Cummins won this year with his fantastic short film Thunder Road, and it was shot all in one shot. And anybody who knows what that's like means if there's any mistake you have to start all over again. 20-minute short, beautiful little short. He used the music from Bruce Springsteen's Thunder Road, and then when he got selected he had to go find Bruce Springsteen to get permission to actually use them and get them screened. He won Sundance. I thought, well, who better to bring here? He's going to come, he's actually arriving tomorrow. He's going to be here for the whole festival, but he's doing a fantastic workshop in the afternoon at our short film marketplace, which has been kindly supported by Kerry County Council and the Killarney Chamber. And he's going to talk to filmmakers here and explain to them, this is what I did, this is how I got to Sundance. And for me, that's a really important part of the festival, Jerry. It's about the audience coming to see the film, but it's also about filmmakers nationally, internationally and locally as well, and giving them some industry events. And that's what our short film marketplace will do on Saturday.
Yeah, certainly is something to look forward to. All right. The overall state of the industry, what do you look at that? We're seeing some major international television productions like Game of Thrones made in Northern Ireland. We're seeing obviously Star Wars coming here. But, is the money going into it? Is it still a good destination to come and make a movie? And I suppose, how do you balance that off with giving tax breaks to international productions to come here and make Far and Away or make, Ryan's Daughter, versus supporting and getting people to start off? Like, for example, we had the story in Khmer, Patrick Ryan, who had a script, was offered €15,000 for it, turned it down to make his own movie here in Kerry.
Yeah, it's a funny one really, because obviously bringing people in, like we've lost Ripper Street this year now. Ripper Street used to be filmed in Dublin and that's gone now. It's important to bring, the large, as you say, international productions in, because the skills that are learned on those sets by our own people, our own filmmakers, cinematographers, that just, you couldn't pay for the amount of support that they get there. Yeah, I agree. I would personally like to see more money going into Indigenous filmmakers, into local filmmakers, to make shorts and then move from shorts to feature film. You know, the big companies, we've had a great run of things like Brooklyn, Room, you know, there's some, you know, Secret Scriptures being made at the moment, you know, Date for Mad Mary, The Young Offenders. All these films are doing very, very well on the circuit as well. We have Mattress Men here on Saturday night, which is a film by Colm Quinn, and Element made that, and they would be one of the biggest companies in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because we're getting an international name for ourselves. But I too believe, and I think the Irish Film Board has seen this as well, they have a new shorts film funding programme which is going to come on stream, and there's going to be a lot of shorts made. And I just think you have to go out there and make them as well. You have to apply for that funding, and if you don't get it, find ways, barter with people. I do that all the time. If I'm making a film, you know, I'll say to somebody, look, I'll come on your film if you come over here and shoot this for me. And you know, your average short film, it's about between 8 and 10 grand to make a short film, you know, really, really well.
Yeah.
And that's before you even take it on the road to festivals, Jerry, you know. So it's an expensive business, but it's very rewarding, it's very satisfying. And we're going to talk about that actually on Saturday at our short film marketplace, about going from short film to features and what that big leap is like, but also how to kind of go and find the cash. And you can go out to the likes of Europe, do co-productions, you know, with European companies, and bring them back in here as well. So, but you know, I personally think there needs to be more money put into the national filmmaking, the person on the ground, certainly.
Okay. Well, listen, look, the very best of luck with it. It's running over the next 5 days, starting today, the Kerry Film Festival. It's Maeve McGrath, Artistic Director, with us on the line. If you have a view on what she had to say, get in touch. On the way, A Problem Shared with Tony and Val.
Kerry Today, in association with KWD Recycling, providing food waste collection services all over Kerry.